Hi ladies! Now in this training I want to share with you exactly how you can be bringing in money into your business sooner rather than later as a new coach. So who am I first off? Well, I'm Danny Watson. I am founder of The Clique, which is a platform to motivate and inspire female entrepreneurs, and I'm also a business and success coach for women who are looking to create wildly successful coaching empires, doing the work that they are meant to do, all whilst earning the money that they really desire. Now, the reason that I created this training for you guys was because I see a lot of women who really struggle getting their coaching business off the ground. So they have this real big dream of what they hope to achieve within their business. They want to quit their jobs, they want to earn amazing money, and they want to do really impactful work, but they struggle getting started, bringing those clients through the door and bringing in that money that they would really love to earn. So this training then is designed to teach you exactly what you need to be doing in order to get money in as quickly as possible into your new coaching business. Now, this training is something that I decided to create because I've witnessed so many women who struggle to make the money that they really want within their coaching business. Now, they start their business with all of these big hopes and aspirations that they want to quit their job, they want to earn amazing money, they want to do work that's really impactful, and they want to serve a large audience. And then they find themselves struggling to bring in the clients that they really want and to see the money that they really desire. So this training then is designed to give you exactly what works in order to bring in money sooner rather than later within your business. Now, the amazing thing about the coaching industry is that it can be really lucrative. I've witnessed it for myself. Within my first year of my business, it was actually before I'd even hit my first year, I was able to bring in 6 figures within my business, which was incredible, but I'm not an anomaly here. I've witnessed other women do it as well. So one of my most recent clients, she quit her corporate job and she wanted to take her coaching business full time. And obviously she was scared that whether that new business was going to work out. And she was actually, within just a few months of us working together, she was actually able to double her corporate salary within her coaching business. So it really, really can be a lucrative industry to be in. Having said that, I still see so many women struggle to make the money that they really want and to get those clients through the door. So this training then is for you if you are just starting out in your business and you're thinking, is this going to work? I really want to leave my job and I'm scared that I'm not going to make the money. Or perhaps you've been doing this business for a while and you perhaps haven't seen the success that you'd really like. This training then is for you if you are looking perhaps to quit your job, to take your business full time, you really dream of making money within your business and doing it sooner rather than later, and you really have big ambitions for your business moving forwards. This training is for you. Now, you may be thinking, well, who doesn't want to make money in their business? Surely this training applies to anybody who wants to make money in their business. But what I found is it's surprising at how many women don't make making money their core priority. Now, what I found is that this largely is down to mindset. One of the reasons I think why women sabotage themselves when it comes to making money, and they undervalue themselves and they don't really go all in on getting the sales, is largely a mindset issue. Now, within my coaching program and the work that I do with my one-on-one clients, we spend a lot of time doing the mindset work. We dig a lot into wealth consciousness and helping you develop your mindset so you are set up for making amazing money within your business. Now, the mindset is something that is outside the scope of this training. It's not something that I'm going to touch upon so much within this training, but it is really, really important and it shouldn't be ignored. So I feel like I can't really do this training without mentioning the mindset stuff, because if you want to make money within your business, you need to make sure that you are focusing on your mindset as well. I don't know a single entrepreneur who hasn't made the money that they want to make within their business without paying attention to the mindset stuff. So if you're not doing it as of yet, I strongly recommend that along with any business strategy that you do, you pay attention to the mindset as well and do that on a daily basis. So as I said, it's something that I do with my clients, but it is outside the scope of this training, but pay attention to the mindset. Now, just a few things before I get stuck into this training then. So the training that's going to give you what you need in order to bring in money sooner rather than later. A few things. Give yourself the luxury of time to just sit and enjoy this masterclass without any distractions going on. So close down your tabs, don't have something else going on in the background. Just give all your time and attention to what I'm going to teach you today. We women, we're pretty good at multitasking, I'm not going to lie, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we should multitask. You will get much more from this training if you actually fully commit to watching it and give it your full attention. Secondly, my private coaching, so the work that I do with my one-on-one clients, it's something that I actually charge £10,000 for. So take advantage of this training that I'm going to give you today, because it really is valuable, and within it, some of the content that I'm going to give you, it's going to really help for you to bring money, even if you're a new coach, bring money into that coaching business. And thirdly, at the end of this masterclass, I am going to share with you something that has literally been an absolute game changer in my business. Something that helps me bring in money on a passive basis every single day. So this isn't related to getting clients. This is something completely different, but I'm really excited to share this with you, because honestly, when I implemented this into my business, my mind was well and truly blown. It's a really good strategy to have within your business, and it's something that you can easily do even if you're just starting out as a new coach. It's something you can easily implement into your business, and it won't take a huge amount of effort. And what this will allow you to do is it will allow you to bring in money on a daily basis passively. So without doing any work with clients, you can bring that money in on a daily basis. And I've just found it to be absolutely amazing, a really amazing strategy. So I'm going to share that with you right at the end of this masterclass. You don't want to miss it, because honestly, it's a game changer. So please make sure you stay tuned to get that last piece of advice that I'm going to share with you. Now, I just want to quickly remind you who this training is for, because if it's not for you, then I don't want to waste any of your time and you watching the whole thing. So who is this training for? Well, like I said, it's for coaches, so people that work one-on-one with clients, and perhaps you are just starting out, so you're new to the game, you don't even have a coaching business yet, or perhaps you've got going and you are struggling to figure out how you're going to bring those clients in and how you're going to really make the income that you want, then this is for you. Now, making money in your business and knowing whether you're going to be making the money that you want in your business is a scary thing, and I totally get it. I have totally been there right at the beginning of my business, where I was really fearful of, if I was going to leave my job, would I see the money that I needed to come in? I was also in a lot of credit card debt, which is something I'm not very proud of, but when I was just starting out, I had a pretty hefty amount of credit card debt, so I was sort of really motivated to be able to pay that off. I also knew I wanted to invest in a coach, so I knew that that was also going to be having to be added to my credit card debt. So I was really scared at the beginning that, okay, I need to make this money in my business. Is this going to work? So I totally understand if you are right at the beginning of your journey and you are fearful about whether it's going to work out. So hopefully what I will share with you today, it's something that I've used in my business that's worked really well. It's something that I've got clients to use as well. So hopefully it will give you a way to bring in the money sooner rather than later within your business. And as soon as you get money within your business, everything becomes so much easier. It's one of the reasons with my own clients, I put a lot of emphasis on them getting the clients in as soon as possible. Mainly because once you've got that money coming in, you know that your business works, you know you've got a service that people are willing to spend money on, and you've also then got money to reinvest and really scale that business and make it this huge, big, impactful coaching empire that you really want to make. So before we get stuck in then with the advice that I want to share with you today, I thought it would be a good idea to give you guys a little bit of a background as to who I am. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Danny Watson. I'm founder of The Clique, which is a platform to motivate and inspire female entrepreneurs. And as well as running that platform, I work alongside women who are looking to create wildly successful coaching businesses, doing the work that they're meant to do, all whilst earning the money that they really desire. But my story is that I pretty much took the scenic route to get to where I am today. So I actually started out in the corporate world. My first thought in terms of my career was that I'm going to go into law. I wanted to be this like hotshot lawyer working in the city. And I actually discovered that the corporate world really wasn't for me. I hated being in an office. I hated having to answer to a boss. I hated the fact that I only got a few weeks holiday every year to go travelling. And even though it's a pretty well-paid job, I'm not going to deny it, so it's a well-paid career, it still wasn't quite enough money for me. I still wanted more. And I think more importantly, I just wanted to do something that I was passionate about. I wanted to do something that was impactful, and I just had this real big vision of being able to serve a wide audience and do work that I really loved. And so my first step into the business world was that I started up a social media consultancy. So I was working with businesses and brands to help them build their businesses on social media. And that took off. It took off pretty quickly, and I was able to get clients in pretty quickly. And alongside starting that business, I was actually writing a blog. So I was sharing my experiences of being in this job that I really hated and trying to figure out the entrepreneurship thing and building up my business as a side hustle. And I was getting quite an audience for that blog. And I had people, women, reaching out to me saying, wow, listen, you really inspired me, going for your dreams and creating this business from scratch. How have you done it? And I found myself in this role where I was informally coaching people. And what I discovered was that I really loved this idea of being a coach. And I loved working with women, helping them achieve their dreams just as I was doing. So at this point, I transitioned into my role as a coach, and I discovered that this was my thing. This, I felt, was the thing that I had been searching for my entire life, and I have pretty much since become obsessed with the coaching industry, mainly because it is an amazing way for women to use the skills and qualities that they already possess inside themselves and actually create a business that fits in with the lifestyle that they really want and allows them to get paid all whilst being authentically themselves, and also get paid pretty well. What I really love about this industry is that there are no limits on what you are able to earn. So as I mentioned earlier, I was actually hitting six figures within my business before I'd even hit the 1 year mark. And I've seen clients do it as well. And just what that can do for them, for their confidence and for the lifestyles that they're ultimately able to live off the back of it, is just really, really powerful. And I just really love watching women take charge of their life and really go for what they want, which I'm hoping that's what your ambitions are as well. So where I am today is that I help women get to a stage of where I am now within my business. I take them through those beginning phases of not knowing what they're doing in their business, not really having a business to speak of, to getting to them to that stage where they have their clients, they're making money, they have this amazing coaching brand that is really impacting in the lives of others. So I hope you're now ready, because I am about to get stuck into what I think are the most core pieces of advice that will help you bring in money into your coaching business sooner rather than later. My first piece of advice is pretty simple, and that is start with one-on-one clients. Now, the reason why I say this is because I've seen women that come to me and they say, Danny, I want to create a group coaching program like you do, because they think that's going to be the way that they make good money. And I tell them, listen, it's far easier to go out and get one premium client than it is to put together this group coaching program where you're going to have to get sort of 20 to 30 women all to start at the same time. It's far easier to really master how to get one-on-one clients first before you leap into group coaching programs. Now, a part of what I teach is all about pricing your packages in a way that really shows your value, and this actually requires you to probably price yourself higher than what you would initially think of pricing yourself at. So getting yourself where you feel comfortable charging these premium prices is largely a mindset issue, and as I said, I don't go into that too much within this training, but In order to bring in money really, really quickly in your business, just focus on getting that first client. One client is all you need. And once you've got that one client, once you've got that one sale, you can then start to scale your business pretty quickly. So that money can be reinvested to grow your audience pretty significantly using things such as Facebook ads. But that one client is all it really takes. And I think women get a bit too overwhelmed thinking that they need to have multiple clients all at one go. And actually, it's just that one client you need to get yourself started. So just focus on getting that one client. Dedicate a week to just doing whatever it takes to get that one client. Now, I'm going to share with you now what is a really great way in which to get that first client. So to just get that first paying client signing up to working with you. And that is through a very, very simple system that you can implement within your business. Now, this isn't to say this is all you need to do within your business. You want to have this kind of system set up, but there's other things that you can be doing that will help you bring in clients as well. But this, for me, is a really great way when you're just starting out to take people from having never have heard of you before, so cold leads, to actually taking them to investing in you pretty quickly. So cold leads to people that are actually working one-on-one with you. And this is how you do it. So you start off with one piece of amazing content that is specifically aligned with what it is that you're ultimately going to offer. So what this piece of content will depend entirely on what you're offering as a coach. So for me, in my business, I obviously work with other coaches. I help coaches build up their coaching business. So my really great offer is actually a video that I've got, which is a 10K training. So one of the things that I get my clients to do is I get them to set the goal of hitting 10K in 1 month in their coaching business, even if they are a new coach starting out. So that's what I get every single one of my clients to do. And the reason for this is because, the reason for this figure is because I've been able to hit that figure pretty soon within my own business, and I've seen other clients do it as well. So it's quite a good starting figure. It's an ambitious figure, yes, but it's quite a good figure to really kind of aim for. So that's as part of what I do as part of my coaching. So my great piece of content then is actually giving away some of the tips that will help you get to that first 10K month. So as you can see, my piece of content is very much aligned with what I ultimately help my clients achieve. And that is what you want to make sure to begin with. Make sure that whatever it is that you're creating is pretty similar to what your full package is going to be. Now, this isn't to say that you give away all of your advice within your free piece of content, but you need to give them enough that will help establish your authority. It helps position you as an expert on your subjects. It makes your audience know that you know what you're talking about. But also what's quite important within that piece of content is that you share a little bit about you as well. Now, as a coach, one of the important things is obviously knowing that you can get your clients results. So knowing that when you work with them, they're going to have a great experience and they're going to get good results at the end of working with you. However, in the coaching industry, I have found that personal branding is absolutely key when it comes to people investing in you. People buy into what you offer, but they also buy into you as well. They buy into your story, they buy into your background. So within this piece of content, it's really important to share a little bit about you. So what is your story? How did you get to where you are today? Give yourself permission to be vulnerable here. Talk about the struggles that you've overcome. Be relatable. Think about the ways in which you'll be able to resonate with your target market, because that's just going to help build that rapport and that relationship pretty quickly. Now, in terms of the format that you want to use for this piece of content, I strongly recommend that you create some form of video. Now, if you're just starting out, you probably don't know too much about sort of sales funnels. So a sales funnel is basically a way of taking somebody who is a cold lead, so somebody who doesn't know about you, and warming them up through this sort of sales process, this automated funnel, which helps them sort of get to know a little bit more about you, what you do, what you offer, and ultimately leads to the sale. Now, one of the systems that you will want to have within your business is an email sequence. So this email sequence is basically your sales funnel. So somebody will opt in to receive this free piece of advice from you, and they are then sent down this process of getting sent emails. So this is all systemated and automated, getting sent emails that help them buy into who you are. You know, you can explain a little bit more about what you do, you can give them some great advice, and normally this goes on sort of over 5 to 6 emails. The idea being by the end of that email, they're really interested in what you offer and they request a call to work with you, or they request a call to find out a little bit more about you. Now, whilst this is great and you definitely want to have this set up within your business, what is actually a great way of shortening that process? Because don't forget here, we're looking to make money sooner rather than later. What is a really great way of shortening that process is by making that first piece of content a video. Because what video ultimately does, it ultimately helps you connect with your audience immediately. So when somebody's reading a piece of written content that you've written, it's going to take them a few pieces of content to really feel that they know you. People don't really get a sense of who you are just from reading one email or reading one blog post. Normally it takes time for that relationship to cultivate. Video, on the other hand, people can watch just one great video and they can come away feeling that they really get a sense of who you are, and it really helps to build that trust. Now, trust is obviously going to be really important if you want to get somebody to invest in you. So this is why I really recommend video. Now, one of the things I offer as part of my sort of one-on-one coaching and my group coaching program is a video masterclass. Now, this has actually been created by a video marketing expert. So she comes in and she gives amazing guidance on how to kind of create these really super professional videos pretty easily. So even if you've got no kinds of tech knowledge, and the sort of things you want to be putting into that video in order to engage your audience. So that's something that I focus on within my coaching. But my point is, video is going to be the most impactful way to connect with your audience, and it's just going to help build that audience really quickly. So you've created this video then, just as a little reminder, in order for people to access this video, you are going to want them to give you their email address. So have this video as something that they receive as a result of your audience giving them your email address. You're still wanting to be capturing email leads. That is really important. So your email and via email is going to be a great way for you to continue to build on that relationship that you've got with your audience. But as well as having this sort of email sequence going on in the background, you want to have the video, and from that video, you want people to be able to request a call with you straight away. So straight from watching that video, you want a button underneath that will allow them to request a call with you straight away. Now, this will essentially be your free consultation. Now, if people have watched this video, they've got a pretty good sense of who you are, what you offer. You know that they're interested. You've created something, and if you've created your content right within this video, you've created something that is directly aligned with what you ultimately offer as a coach. So you know that people who are watching that video that have opted in, so they've given you their email address in order to access that video, you know that they're really interested. So the great thing to do is to get them on the call when they've just watched that video. So they've watched the video, they're really excited about chatting with you some more, they request a call with you, and what this means is you are striking whilst the iron is hot, and then once you get on the call with that person, it is then just a case of going through what it is that you offer and conducting your call in a way that doesn't feel salesy or spammy. Now, as part of what I do with my clients, we work a lot on sort of how these calls work and how you can conduct these calls in a way that feels empowering, rather than it making you feel that you are being too pushy with somebody and it's a bit salesy and too icky. We obviously get you sort of asking for the sale, because that's sort of a really important part of the call. It's actually, giving yourself permission to go ahead and ask your audience, okay, do you want to work with me? But we help you do that in a way that doesn't feel icky at all. So that's something that I do focus on within my program. But For me, this sort of setup, so taking somebody from a cold lead, creating an amazing piece of content via video that really goes into your expertise and really gives some great pieces of advice, and then following that, a way for which they can get on a call with you straight away is a really, really amazing way to get clients sooner rather than later, to bring money into your business sooner rather than later as a new coach. Now, what is really important here is to make sure that the content that you're giving, the content that you're delivering within that video, yes, you want to share a lot of amazing advice, and you want to also make sure that you are speaking about the specific problem that your audience has. So this all depends on you really, really understanding who your target market is, who is that client that you're working with, and having a lot of clarity on that. So if you've not yet figured that out, that is going to be something that you want to do before you create this video. But ideally, within this piece of content, it's very much specific to your audience's problem. So really understanding what that problem is and giving some great advice within that video that helps solve that problem. Now, this video, it's probably going to be no more than, I'd say, 45 minutes long, probably an hour tops. You could do it perhaps about 30 minutes. The idea with this is you're not obviously going to be able to share everything you know and give all your advice in one video. So what's a good idea to do with this video is explain the what. So what do they need to do? What do they need to be focusing on? But without the how. So without really going into too much detail about the specifics of it. Because remember, you ultimately want to get your audience to the stage where they feel like they want to work with you. So you want to give them some great advice and make sure that that piece of content is really juicy and has some really great pieces of advice that they can take away and implement straight away. But you want them still needing more. So obviously just giving them sort of a skeleton of what they can do without giving away everything. So don't feel like you need to create something that's hours and hours long that gives away all of your great advice. But it still does need to be good. It still needs to be something that they watch and they're really sort of impressed by. And they come away thinking, wow, I've got loads of really great, free, amazing advice there. You want them to come off the video sort of feeling excited by it. Now, obviously, you're going to want to get this video in front of as many people as possible. Now, you may be thinking, how do I get people to actually sign up to watch this video? I'm a new coach, just starting out. How do I go about doing that? Well, this is where social media is your friend. Chances are you've already got an audience. They're going to be the first people that you turn to. But this is where you're going to want to start networking as much as possible on social media. So I found that Facebook and Instagram have been my two core platforms. I am pretty active on those two platforms. So I've not spread myself too thin across multiple different platforms. These are my two core platforms that I focus on. So I'd suggest, as a new coach, just starting out, pick a platform that works for you and focus all of your energy and attention on there. I find that Facebook works very, very well. It converts very, very well, and you get a lot of engagement on there. Now, again, you may be thinking, well, my audience is pretty small. I don't really have a lot of people on Facebook that are potential clients because they're mostly just friends. So perhaps you have a Facebook page, and maybe on that page you've pretty much just got your mum, your grandma, your family and a few friends that have liked it, and that's it. So you don't really have a big pool of audience for you to promote your piece of content, so this amazing video that you've created. Now this is where Facebook ads are going to be an absolute game changer. So Facebook ads have been a really powerful tool within my business. They've been a really great way for me to grow my business pretty significantly. They've been a really great way for me to drive traffic to my piece of content. So for me, Facebook ads are an absolute game changer. Now, the issue with you being a new coach just starting out is chances are you're not really making a great deal of money in your business as of yet. So I obviously make a pretty decent amount of money within my business. I've got the money to spend on Facebook ads, and I totally appreciate that you right now may be thinking, God, Facebook ads, that just seems really expensive. I don't want to start spending money on Facebook ads because I don't have anything coming in. You will learn that Facebook ads are going to be a game changer for your business, and I want you to start implementing them sooner rather than later. Now, this is where my amazing piece of advice comes in. So remember at the beginning of the video, I said I was going to share with you something that I've implemented into my business that has literally blown my mind and is just so amazing. So I'm going to explain what that is in just a few moments. But before I do, I'd really love to just give you a little bit more information about what it is that I offer. Because I'm guessing that if you've got this far into your video, you are probably somebody who is pretty incentivized to actually make their business work, which is exactly the kind of woman that I like working with. I like working with women that are committed, that actually soak up the advice that they are being given to them, and that they're really just motivated to see their business become a success, and they have sort of big income goals for their business. So they're really sort of incentivized to make money in their business sooner rather than later. So if I've still got your attention, then I'd absolutely love to share a little bit more about what it is that I offer. So I work with clients both in a one-on-one capacity and in a group coaching program. So I take you from just starting out in your business, so perhaps you're a brand new coach and you don't have a business to even speak of yet, or perhaps you've been sort of dabbling with the coaching industry for a little while, so maybe you've started your business but you're not quite seeing the money that you'd really like. So you're not hitting those 5-figure months, you are sort of way off your 6-figure year. I show you what you need to be doing. So everything that I've done within my business that's really worked, everything that I've used with clients that's really worked, I show you everything that you need to do in order to get those consistent stream of clients within your business. So we go right from scratch if that needs to be. So we take you right from growing your website. So I take you right from starting out, building that website, doing your branding, setting up your marketing, helping you get really good at sales in a way that doesn't feel sleazy or pushy, and getting you to that stage where you have that steady stream of clients, so you're making consistent money within your business. I also help you set up your business in a way that doesn't leave you feeling overworked and overwhelmed. Now, it's pretty easy to make money in your business. It's really easy to kind of bring in some money within your business. However, I found that there's women out there that are making good money within their business, but they're doing so in a way that really stresses them out. So they feel that they're constantly having to be working on their business. They're wearing multiple different hats. They're constantly feeling stressed out. And to make the money that they really want actually requires quite a lot of energy on their behalf. And I've seen that happen, and that for me is not how you want to be within your business. You as a coach, you want to be able to show up as the best version of you for your clients. You want your business to leave you feeling empowered and inspired, and that doesn't mean working on your business 24/7. So a part of what I teach is how to set your business up in a way that leaves you with sort of the time to invest in yourself, and the time to enjoy, and the time to, take some time out when you want to. And the whole reason why we create this business is, yes, okay, we want to have amazing money, but we also want to have freedom. And I find a lot of women end up actually creating their business, and then they end up with less freedom than what they did in the 9-to-5. So my whole philosophy is that, yes, things are going to be hard work to begin with, and to get that business to the stage where you can take your foot off the pedal, it's going to require hard work. So in the beginning, you are going to be hustling hard, but ultimately I show you how to get to that stage where your business is pretty effortless. You're doing work that you really love. You're focusing on the things that you really enjoy, and everything else is able to sort of tick on in the background. So that is sort of the business strategy. That's ultimately where I'm helping you get to go when I work with my clients. Now, as I mentioned, I work in 2 capacities. So I work one-on-one. So my coaching program at the moment, that's a 6-month program, and that's a 5-figure investment. So that's actually £10,000 to work with me one-on-one. Now, the reason why it's that price is because I'm very, very incentivized to get my clients results. I know that the work that I do with my clients gets them results, so I'm pretty confident charging those prices. However, I totally understand that not everybody has 5 figures to invest in a coach. particularly if you're just starting out, which is why I offer as well a group coaching program. Now, in this group coaching program, we cover exactly what I do within my one-on-one client work. So everything that I just described, so taking you from that first stage in your business of not really having a business to speak of, or perhaps you've got something but you're struggling with it, to that stage where you're making the money that you want, that you've got that consistent client stream coming through the door. And the idea is that you're in this group of women who are all on pretty much a similar path. So you're all really incentivized to make not just a business that's going to tick by, but you really have big dreams for your business. I'm really motivated to work with women who are as ambitious as what I am. I am not looking to work with women who are just going to say, okay, I just want to match what I was earning in my job, or I'm happy with just enough money to get by. The women that I work with have big, big ambitions. And within this program, it is very much about business strategy. So as I discussed, it's all about setting up your business so that by the end of it, you have the solid foundations of your business in place. You are able to take on clients, you're able to bring in money to your business, and actually we encourage you as part of the program to go and get that first client. So I actually use one of the weeks as a challenge week, and that's all about you getting that first client and bringing in money into your business sooner rather than later. Now, alongside the business strategy, we also tap into a lot of the mindset work. So right at the beginning of the program, we do quite a bit of the mindset work. Now, I mentioned mindset earlier in this training, and I said that if you want to bring money into your business and good money into your business, you're going to want to focus on this business strategy, sure, but you're also going to want to pay attention to the mindset work. The mindset work is just as important, if not more so, as the business strategy. It's the mindset work that's really going to help you get to where you want to be later down the line. So if you've got dreams of hitting those 6 figures within your business, you're going to want to make sure that you are doing the mindset work. So when it does come to investing in a coach, so somebody helping you get to where you want to be in your business, make sure that they are offering something that focuses on the mindset, because it really, really is powerful. So those are the 2 options for working with me there, my group coaching program and my one-on-one coaching. If you would like to find out a little bit more about working with me, I insist that everybody I work with, I jump on a call with, mainly because I'm really incentivized to make sure that everybody that I work with is the right fit. And I feel that I can only ever grasp whether somebody is the right fit if I've had a conversation with them. So if you think that you are possibly the right fit for my coaching program, then I urge you to book a strategy call down below. So you can use the button below this video and it will allow you to request a call. Now, as I said, I will only work with people who I feel that are the right fit. So if I think that you're not the right fit for working with me, then I will say so, because I don't want to waste your time, I don't want to waste my time. And like I said, the women that I want to work with really do have big ambitions for their coaching business. So if you think that's you, then as I said, please request a call using the button below. Now, lastly, before I go, what you've been waiting for, my juicy piece of advice that I said that I've implemented in my business that has been a game changer. So remember, just previously I was talking about a way to drive traffic to your piece of great content is by using Facebook ads. Facebook ads obviously cost a certain amount of money that which you may not have if you are a new coach just starting out. So this little tip is a really great way to actually offset the cost of Facebook ads. And that is this: people opt in to your amazing piece of content. So this is how the process will go. You promote your free piece of content on Facebook using a Facebook ad. Obviously you've had to pay for that, so you're putting money, you're investing money, and obviously here you're going to want to make sure that you're setting that ad up right. So if you don't know anything about Facebook ads, I urge that you, if you are working with a coach, that's something that they should be able to help you with, but you want to make sure that you're setting up that ad right, because you want to be making sure that you are targeting your audience specifically. But the idea is that you promote that amazing piece of content, that video that you've created, you promote it on Facebook, so using a Facebook ad. People are directed to a page. So this is where you're going to be capturing your leads. And on that page, they're going to be entering into their email address. They're going to be entering their email address rather, in order to get access to that amazing video. Now, once they've entered their email address, and this is where the piece of advice kicks in, once they've entered their email address, you will be able to have an option, depending on what program that you use, in order for them to be redirected then to a thank you page. So normally how it would go, somebody would enter their email address in order to get access to your content, and a thank you page would pop up and it would say, thank you for signing up to my opt-in. Now, whilst a thank you is nice, what is a really, really great idea is to put something on that thank you page that they have to pay for. So rather than having it as a thank you page, you actually have it as a sales page. So this is where you can create something, and it doesn't have to be something large, something really small that you can sell. Now, I suggest here, selling it for about sort of $10, $10, $15. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. So it could be sort of a really short ebook, it could be some sort of workbook. Again, you're going to want to make it aligned with what it is that you ultimately offer. So as an example then, part of what I do within my business, I run The Clique, which is a platform to inspire and motivate female entrepreneurs. And within this, I run business boot camps. So people are directed to a page where they can sign up to find out about the latest business boot camps. Now, the next page that pops up once they've signed up is not a thank you page, but it's actually a sales page. And that sales page is for a workbook that I've created. So the workbook is about sort of 20 pages long, and it's got different exercises in there, and it's got some sort of amazing content, but they have to pay for that. And what I found is that converts pretty well, because people are interested, they've got excited because they found out about this free piece of content that I'm giving away. They sign up, and then all of a sudden they're presented with this offer, and it's a workbook. And I know that they're going to be interested in this workbook because the workbook relates to sort of personal development and building a business. So I know that they're interested in this. So what I found is that about 50% of the people that actually land on this sales page actually end up purchasing it. And what this means is, it means that I've had to pay for my ads, but then because half of those people have then paid for something, they've actually purchased something from me, it means that I am offsetting the cost of my Facebook ads. Pretty amazing, right? Now, this all may sound a little bit confusing if you're just starting out and you don't really have a business to speak of. This may just sound a little bit all overwhelming for you, but this is something that I will help you set up within your business if you do decide that you want to work with me. So if this just seems really, really confusing, don't worry. This is something that I can help with, and it's what I help my clients set up as part of growing their business. Now, as I said, if you are a new coach just starting out, or if you are in the business and you are not quite seeing the money that you would like, and you would like to request a strategy call with me. So in this call, I will offer up some initial advice. I'll hopefully be able to point you in the right direction on things. And we can also figure out whether you and I are a good fit for working with each other and in what capacity. So whether that would be in a group program or whether that would be one-on-one. If you'd like to request a call, I suggest that you do so sooner rather than later, because these calls tend to book up pretty quickly. So request a call, and my assistant Anna, who is amazing, will get back to you, and she will organise that for you. I hope you got a lot of value and advice from today's masterclass and today's training. Thank you all so much if you have got to the end of this training. If you have, I love you, because it means that you are committed, and it really signals to me that you are somebody who is a go-getter and really cares about getting their business off the ground, which is exactly the kind of woman that I love working with. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with your coaching business.